What's up everyone, Dragon Dummy here. We are going to show you how I start off in Bastok. From the do's and don'ts to how to get a proper level, get some gil in your bank, and just kind of go through the entire game, showing what I do process by process when I make a new character. Hopefully this helps some of you. If you guys have other tips, please leave them in the comments. We're going to start off pretty simple, and when you start off the game, you're more than likely going to be starting here. Go ahead and open your inventory. Go to equipment, go and put your weapon on, because it's not going to be much use if you don't. Now you have an axe on your back, or whatever weapon you have. If you're a mage, make sure you are using the spell that was given to you. You'll definitely need gil moving forward. What we're going to do right off the gate, even though it's not much, we are going to walk up these stairs, turn left, and trade Reet, hitting trade, and giving you the adventure coupon. This will get you 50 gil right off the gate. It's not much, but something over nothing is always great when you start the game. At this point, she'll tell you to go in and walk over to a gentleman near that gate. So we're going to do that now, and I'll see you there. And he's going to give you a series of quests. Go ahead and do them right away, as there are some amazing benefits to go on. The first thing he's going to tell you is walk over to this gentleman and grab your signet. Big tip of advice for any player coming in: always have your signet up. This is not only great for money, but earns you conquest points that you can buy gear, and overall is beneficial for the entire game. Once you have your signet, go back and talk to him again, and he'll be very proud of you. Go and tell him that this is a breeze, and he'll give you some meat jerky. At which time you open up your menu, go to items, and eat some jerky. Who doesn't like jerky? He'll pull it out of his butthole, put it in the air, and now you've been fed. Talk to him again to complete that part of the quest. Now what he's going to have you do is go outside, and what we're going to be doing is simply just killing things till we get our weapon skill. You need to get your weapon up to a level 5, which will unlock the weapon skill that you need to do. Simply do that and go back and talk to him. And what we're going to do is simply check the enemy to make sure they're always easy prey. You don't really want to fight an even match unless you're well geared. And be more careful out here, because once you do die, you go back to your home point and lose experience. And no one likes that. So simply attack the target, go down to your abilities, go to weapon skills, and use the weapon skill on the enemy. Kill it off, and we're going to head back inside to talk to the guy. Alright, once back inside, let's talk to Caldogo again. He'll say how amazing you are. And key points of advice is always keep your signet up so you can get as many crystals, because that's the majority of your starting gil once they're sold. Now he's going to hand you a fire crystal, a lizard tail, and a pot of honey, and ask you to craft it for him. Say you sure are. And what you're going to do is go to your items, find the fire crystal, say use, honey, lizard tail. Both of these can be farmed outside if you wish to make more. Honey comes off of the bees, and the lizard tail comes from lizards. That's a big shocker, I know. At which time, you're going to cross over this road, and we're going to head to that left building right there. That's the auction house where you sell majority of your items, and we'll show you how to do that. Come up these stairs, and click the window. You officially met the auction house. Alright, now that we're back, go ahead and talk to him again. And he's going to be like, whoa, an auction house. Those things are amazing. Simply go on about it. He is going to give you a coupon in the form of a key item that you are going to take back to the guy who gave you signet. So come over here and talk to Rabbit Wolf. Go to spend conquest points. And you do have choices. Depending on your playstyle, I'd recommend taking a look at each of these. The Chariot Band is a 100% experience bonus for 2 hours, with a maximum of 4,003 charges for 16 hours. The Empress Band, which is typically the one I go with, has 10 charges for 180 minutes with a 50% charge and 1,000 bonus. And of course, the Emperor Band, which is 5 charges at 75% and 150 minutes. For the sake of this guide, I am going to tell you to go ahead and pick up the Chariot Band. It only has 3 charges, and you can only buy another band or recharge it, I believe, every Sunday around 10 a.m. EST. So keep that in mind, as you only have 3 charges for the entire week. If you plan to play it every day of the week, I definitely would go with the Empress instead. Go ahead and equip and use it. So you go to Rings, Chariot Band, target yourself, items, wait the timer, because it's fun, and then use it on yourself. Now you have an experience bonus. This can't be used again for another 16 hours, so you definitely want to make them count. Once you used it, you have completed this part of the mission. What we're going to do is actually talk to the guy next to him, and for the next segment of this guide, we're going to say, yes, I want to take a mission, and he's going to give you the Bastok mission 1-1. Which requires you to meet someone down in the Mines District, which happens to be where we're headed. So go in and follow along, take this route down, and I'll meet you there. Alright guys, and what we're going to do, if you happen, while out there fighting those worms, you have at least 4 flintstone, I'm going to show you an NPC that is repeatable, with a small time gap in between. So what we're going to do is run down to these houses over here. Alright, once we're here, go into this house. And we're going to trade these items to this lovely lady. Simply talk to her. She'll tell you how awesome flintstones are. Hit the trade button and give her 4. She only takes 4 at a time. And that would have just made you, I believe, 100 gil. From here, we're going to head down to the next portion of the guide, where you're going to be staying there till about a level 10. Now, once in the mines, what we're going to be doing is collecting as many crystals as possible. We are looking for zinc ore for another quest, flintstone ore for that lady, and Zoran suit, which is the main item that we want to get from here. The suit can be dropped by any creature in here. The zinc and flint can only be dropped by the worms. Go in and start pushing through the cave and follow along till we get to the NPC. So we go down the cave. And we're going to go straight to the mission so we can have that knocked out and done. You guys can see what we need to do. After that, you're going to be farming basically all the creatures in here. The main item we're looking for is Zoran's suit, and you need quantities of at least 3 at a time for the trade-in. These can be traded in repeatedly and without a timer. Also, you're going to be fighting worms, trying to get your hands on zinc ore. You need at least 1 piece for the quest, and then a repeatable quest that allows you to trade in 4 at a time. And flintstone, for multiple reasons of trading it to the NPC, and also a potential craft that you can get into. Alright guys, and here we go. This is who you need to talk to. Simply, I'm going to open my map so you can see where they are. We started right here from Bastok Mines, turned left, went down the pathway, turned right, took the corner, and came out here. Talk to her real quick. She'll tell you that you should go talk to somebody else, and we'll be doing that towards the end of this guide. From this point on, kill everything and try your best to get as many of the items mentioned earlier. You'll be here till about level 10. Alright guys, now that you've reached level 10, what we're going to go ahead and do is teach you guys how to do macros. So simply open up the macro plate, go to a book. You can change its name to whatever you want. This one's going to be currently on Warrior, so we're going to name it Warrior. Go and open up that book, and in the first slot, we're going to go ahead and put provoke in. Now, what you're going to do is /JA for job ability. Go ahead and put this under quotations. And if you're going to target a creature, go ahead and bracket off a T. Now, if you are playing a mage and you're using magic abilities, go ahead and do MA, such as Cure. And you can either target for a fellow party member, me for yourself, or empty, which will allow you to select the target once the macro is used. Another one for you guys to have is also WS for weapon skill. Simply put the weapon skill that you have and target. From this point on, you'll be able to start using macros. As long as you have your book open and you pull up the macro tab, it'll be sitting right there, ready for you to use. Before you leave, go ahead and double check your items. And what you want to do is make sure that you have, in quantities of 3, suit. If you can, at least have 1 zinc ore for this next part. If you could have 5, even better. 12 flintstone, we've already showed you earlier what to do. We will make another stop there. And everything else is most likely going to end up on the auction house. So we're going to go up through the cleaning phase now. Once outside, we're going to go down the hill. And we're headed right over this little, I guess this is like a mining coal or whatever that is, dirt. We're going to say dirt. Go ahead and take a sharp right after it. And we're going to go talk to this guy that's standing right there on top of the staircase. We'll be trading him 3 suit at a time for gil. And these quests also help you level up your reputation with Bastok. So, talk to him real quick. He'll say, I want it, I want it. Go ahead and give it to him. Go ahead and trade him everything you can. And this will up your reputation and make you 150 gil per traded. Alright, after that, we're going to be headed this way. And we're going to zone back into the markets. Alright guys, now once in the zone, we're going to go head up the stairs and go back to the flint lady. Go in and trade her a set of flint. Alright, we're here. Go in and trade her the flint. And we made another $100. This also brings up your Bastok rep as well. Doing both these things are important for the long-term game. After that, we're going to take a sharper right and head up those stairs. And go inside this building directly to our left, right next to the big harvest. Alright, once here, we're going to be talking to Naji, who will trigger a cutscene and finish your mission. Once outside, just simply turn left, go down the staircase, and we're going to zone into the next area. Follow these stairs down, and 4 mages out there, white mages, red mages, and black mages who are starting off. If you go into this shop, they have plenty of spells that you can buy. Of course, you need your gil, but that's what this guide's for. To hopefully make you a little bit of money starting off in the game. Go ahead and zone through here and follow the bridge across. Go down these stairs and we are going to be talking to Talib. He will give you a cutscene. Go ahead and complete the cutscene. And then you're going to be trading him a zinc ore for a key item. And there you go. Once you have the key item, you're going to have to go all the way back to the mines to complete this mission. Before that, I will show you the rest of the cleanup segment. Understand that you only have to do these quests 1 time. Alright guys, once we get back to this point, go ahead and go in the Mog House. And we're going to store items away. So this way, when you start your next farm, rather it is pushing past level 10 and moving on to the next phase, or starting with another level 1 and doing the exact same steps outside of the missions, you'll be able to ready to go. You never want a full inventory when you go out somewhere. You want to collect as many items as possible. So what we're going to do is talk to our Moogle. We're going to hit storage. And right off the gate, we're going to store anything that are not stacks of 12. Go in and put your flint away because we already know that we've done it once. And more than likely, she's not going to be ready for a while. Go and put your rock salt away. That'll come up in a later video of what to do with. And your beastman seals are something that you're going to hold on to towards, well, I would say mid-game-ish for BCNMs and special things that you can do only with beastman seals. So definitely collect them and store them away in your house. From this point, we're going to head over to the auction house and sell some items. Hit the auction house window, go in and hit sell. And it'll bring up the list of what the last bids were. This doesn't mean it's the price that it currently is, but does give you a good idea. So I always try to match these and try to make as much money as I can. And if you happen to have 12 bat wings, go in and put those up as well. All right, once you have all your items placed on the auction house, go in and leave the auction house. And what you're going to do is go ahead and make a right turn. And we're going to go talk to the mission guy again that we started with. Go ahead and pick up the next mission and say yes. Go ahead and check out Rapid Wolf. Always try to refresh your signet. And another key note is that by now you should have around 1,000 conquest points. Go in and say spend conquest points, and you'll be able to buy from the rank 1 shop. There are a decent amount of things in here that you could buy. If you are a monk, I definitely recommend the level 10 monk hands. And the mittens are definitely great buy. So being a warrior, I will be picking these up. By this time I have about 816 gil. So if you really want to, you can go shopping a little bit in here. You have the front desk and the back room of people to buy items from. I would say keep as much gil early game as possible, but don't forget to upgrade as you can. For you mages, I would definitely take your money and buy as many spells as possible, as that's the key note that you have. Now what we're going to do is head back towards the mines to finish up the quest we started in the other map. Once inside, go to the back room and talk to this guy. He will then take your key item from you and give you a fresh knife. This bronze knife is decent for thieves, so if you decide to level up thief, you have your new starting weapon. If not, simply sell it and get some extra gil. Now, if you go back to the guy that we originally got this quest from and give him 4 zinc ore, he will give you 300 gil and bring up your Tenchido rep, something that you will deal with later on in the game, but is definitely worth doing early to knock out and make some additional money. Also, if you decide that you're going to take another class, simply just go outside, level it up to around 3 or 4, go back in the cave and do it again. I do recommend picking up some mining axes, as you can mine while leveling and double down on trying to make some gil, even some decent gil. Hopefully this guide has helped you guys. And we'll start with mission 1, 2 in the next round. Anyone have any additional tips or things that I may have missed? Please leave them in the comments below, as I would personally like to know them too. Hope to see you guys next time.
As soon as you get home, sub, share, smash that like button. The Holy Trinity.
What she
Okay,
said.
well, now I'm really
what she
regretting it.
said.
Oh no, you love me.